What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF. Yes, I'm happy we win. It was sloppy. It was ugly. I told you so is my favorite words now. Why? Because I told you guys the better team will win tonight. And boy, was it ugly. After that third quarter, man, I was pissed off. I'm still going to dig into that. But what I tell you guys about playoff Rondo, man, did I say it was worth the patience, worth the wait? My man was the MVP of the game. LeBron, AD were great. But the real MVP of the game, the one that changed momentum every time he was on the floor, was Rajon Rondo. He was a game manager. He was a point god tonight. That's how good he is, man. So shout out to Rajon Rondo. Everybody who slandered him, who said, get rid of this bum, blah, 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 blah. I said, wait till the playoffs. Just give it a little bit. I told you, he'll give us at least 1, 2, or 3 good games every series. And he gave us game 2, man. We won this because of Rondo. Not just because of LeBron, not just because of AD. Because of Rondo. He was plus 28 when he was on the floor on plus minus. And he was just elite. Every time he was on there, he was pesky. He got some key steals. The momentum changed with my dog Rondo. I told you guys he was worth the wait, guys. And Markieff Morris, he's been buried on the bench. Frank Vogel was trash tonight. Again, he almost single-handedly lost us a game. Him and the officials were both trash, man. And I'm going to tell you why. Every time we made a run and we had a great lineup out there, he would yank them. He would sub them out. He was looking like Luke Walton again, back to back. That's tough, man. That's tough. I didn't think we had that type of coach. Like, I expect a lot better from Frank moving forward. Like, the standard is up here, man. You got a great roster. Use that shit. Use it. You got Markieff Morris buried on the bench. He's capable of giving you threes and stretching the floor and playing defense like he did tonight. And, again, Kuzma with his energy, his defense. Did you guys see that block? What about King James just packing the crap out of Russell Westbrook? Man, Russell Westbrook wasn't pounding his chest this game, was he? Exactly. And how about them arrogant Rocket fans that kept telling me why I was so cocky and I was arrogant, blah, 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 blah. I try to educate them, man. I try to let them know the best team is going to win the series. Just slow down. You know, I had to calm tons of people via text message that was panicking in that third quarter. That third quarter was atrocious, and I'm still mad we had it. But I bet y'all forgot how stressful the playoffs are, right? This is playoff basketball. It's stressful. Do you guys remember when we gave up that 20-plus point lead versus Boston in the finals? I remember. You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, look. She said, drove all night, woke up mid-third quarter, so going big is the better option then? You know what? For this series, I'm starting to think otherwise. Why? Because when we have gone big, JaVale McGee hasn't done crap. So for this series, you know what? I think we discovered a better lineup to match up versus these pricks. And by the way, they get all the calls, we get no calls. So we're really always facing 6 or 7 opponents on the floor at all times. The better lineup for this series, the better lineup. I would start Rondo the way he played, man. Now, kill me later. I know y'all don't like Rondo, but I would seriously consider starting the man. He's pesky, man. He got plenty of steals, and he was in the passing lane and all that, man. And all of that. So I really like what he brought to the team. That firiness, I haven't seen that since Boston Celtic Rondo. Sabotage, appreciate you, bro. He said, tired of double teaming, too many open shots. That's another good point. We got to stop double teaming when they get in the paint. In the paint, let them shoot that mid-range shot or that contested jumper. They don't want that shot. Let them shoot it. They're going to second-guess themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather give up a wide-open mid-range shot than an uncontested three-pointer. PJ Tucker, man, we got to stop that guy. He's acting like a real prostitute from the corners. We got to make sure we stay in front of PJ Tucker. And then Eric Gordon, Humpty Dumpty. Guys, this man, oh, my goodness. He's acting like he's coming out of college again. Like he's trying to be scouted. Nah, man. James Harden is I'm telling you, he's a basketball terrorist. And I don't mean because of the beard, because that's racist. I mean because he terrorizes my eyeballs every time I see him get to the free throw line for no reason. Like, bro, seriously, the NBA got to do something about it. Because I think at this point, even Rocket fans are stabbing their eyeballs with a fork. That is horrible brand of basketball. We don't want to see the game slow down 30 times a game to see this man terrorize us from the free throw line. Like, stop it. Like, that's pathetic, man. That's why I'm ranting right now. I'm very happy we won, but I expect that, guys. I expect that. We're the better team. You saw we were putting a thrashing on them, right? We were whiplashing them. Y'all didn't see that? We were thrashing them in the first half, and then we took our foot off the gas, and then Frank Vogel came out with JaVale, who did nothing for us. Hopefully he's all right, though. Never want to wish injury on nobody, but hopefully, he's all right. My man Din said, Lakers play too much, bro. Stressing me out sometimes. I have to change the channel for a bit. I can't be the only one that does that. You must be, bro. There's no way. Anytime my team is playing, I can't change the channel. But my man said, I'm Arab, and that was funny. Yeah, definitely not a racist joke, but I mean, he's terrorizing my freaking eyeballs, man. Like, watching James Harden play, man, I'm telling you, I'd rather watch a dog take a dump in the lawn. And I don't like seeing that. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm just saying, like, James Harden playing is torture. It's really torture. It's like watching a horror movie when somebody's really afraid of horror movie. Like, it's just horrible. I can go on with all kinds of comparisons, but I better stop right there before I offend somebody, man. All I'm saying is the Lakers have a lot of room for improvement, and we won this game. Now, imagine if we just make our free throws, stop turning the ball over, stop giving up so many open, hooker jump shots to TJ. Whatever his name is. I forgot the midget's name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. The one in the corner, PJ Tucker. I was going to say TJ Hooker. PJ Tucker. Yeah, we got to stop giving up those threes, man. That's pathetic. And of course they're going to get hot when they're shooting 50 free throws a game. Of course. If the officials let them get the rhythm at the free throw line, they're going to get hot. But the Lakers, what they have to do, they have to improve in a lot of ways. We did a great job of taking James Harden out of the game. However, we have to make sure that we rotate to the right people. Like Eric Gordon was hot. He shouldn't get no more open shots. PJ Tucker, the corner hooker, was hot. He shouldn't get open shots. We have to adjust. We have to make the proper adjustments, guys. But I'm feeling good. Why? Because we battled adversity. We let them come all the way back in that third quarter, especially Coach. That's on Coach because Markieff and Rondo were balling, and he didn't put him in till like the fourth quarter. You can't do that. If you roll out a struggling lineup, you have to bring in the other guys. Shout out to Kuz. He made all the little plays. He may not have made all the shots, but the putback dunk that changes momentum. The defense he played on Harden was great. All the role players showed up tonight. Even Caruso, I love his energy and his hustle. Everybody, man. And AD, shout out to him. 35 points, much better tonight. LeBron James was the MVP tonight as well because he hit those timely shots to put us back on top. And I noticed something about LeBron, man. He got that Super Saiyan mode. When he turns that on, you see the block shots, he turns it back like he's in Cleveland, guys. He's up there skying in the air, just blocking Russell Westbrook like it's nothing. He came from across the floor to do that a couple of times. So that lets you know that LeBron James has been obviously saving it for the playoffs. And here we are, playoff Bron in his full, magnificent 8K glory, man. I love to see it. But again, my MVP tonight was playoff Rondo because the man showed up in more ways than one. Like I said, he had the highest plus minus. I normally don't look at that stat, but tonight it was very accurate. Plus 28. I hate to say I told y'all so, man. I've been defending this man all season long, telling you, hey, all year long, man, all year long, playoff Rondo has been legit. By the way, I want to say shame on you to those Rocket fans that came on my Twitter account and was saying negative stuff about Kobe and Gigi, man. That's classless. I know they're not all like that. Some of them are nicer than others, but we don't need to go there, man. We don't ever need to disrespect anybody who's deceased, let alone a legend. So, I would never do that about their team. I hope that doesn't happen again. If it does, I'm just going to start blocking people because that's pathetic. But all in all, man, very happy, very proud of my team. They battled adversity. The officiating every night is going to be this atrocious. That's why I told you guys I didn't want to see the Houston Rockets because it's a flop fest. Let's be real. Even Rocket fans can admit that their star player flops like a fish. Like, if you can't admit that, then you're probably blind. Even Marvin Gaye could see that the Houston Rockets flop like a fish. Like, it gets pathetic at some point. The game slows down and it becomes lethargic watching people at the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, man, very happy with Lakers. How y'all feeling though? I'm gonna head over to the comment section. I spoke my piece. I told you guys what I didn't like, but I'm still mad at Coach. But again, thank you for the donations, guys. I appreciate you. He said, I have friends who are Rocket fans and they say they don't like watching them. That's what I'm saying. Like, this can't be good for the NBA. If I'm the commissioner, I'm looking to change the league rules. Like, you cannot no longer protect the offensive player. Every time they flail their hands like that, it shouldn't be a foul, especially Harden, man. Oh, my goodness. He is my most hated player in the league. Like, not my most hated team, but my most hated player. Like, he is something else. He's a special type of something else, if you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say any words, but he's a special type of something else. Let's just say he's coming out of the closet in this series. He ain't playing like a man. That's for sure. My man Din said, on a positive note, I'm glad to see our Lakers battle through adversity. They did well. Tell them about playoff Rondo. I've been telling you guys. Remember when I used to take phone calls? I haven't taken them in a bit because it wasn't working out that well. Sometimes it will cut off. Maybe I'll find another app where I can take phone calls more clearly. But You guys remember when people would call in mad about Rondo saying they think he's trash and all that? And what would I tell them? I'd be like, man, Rondo is a specific type of veteran who shows up in the playoffs. I've seen it throughout his career. Why would that change now with the Lakers? You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer of history repeating himself. That's why I always say you live by the three, you die by the three. The Rockets shot lights out, 3-pointers in the third quarter, but they missed them in the fourth. You live and you die by it. The Lakers just had to weather the storm. But again, it was Frank Vogel's fault for putting us in that position to even let that team off the hook when we had them against the ropes. It won't happen again. It better not happen again, or I'm coming for Frank Vogel's job myself. And I don't mean that literally, but, figuratively. Like, I can't stand bad coaching, man. You have the roster you have. Tonight, Frank Vogel should have discovered, hey, Rondo, Markieff Morris, check, more minutes. You know what I'm saying? Dion Waiters went down with injury. Hopefully he's all right, but hopefully he checks off more minutes too, because we need more scoring punch. We get stagnant on the offensive end when JaVale's up there, man. When JaVale's out there, we don't have enough shooters. When KCP and Danny Green ain't hitting shots, we don't have enough shooters. But we have other guys on the bench that you could rotate in, coach. How about you use your tools at your disposal? He said, y'all barely beat us. We definitely beating you fakers. Oh, my God. I love the fact that you came on here with a little pair of cherries hanging from you, man, because you ain't sounding tough all of a sudden, man. You think you guys barely lost? You guys lost the whole way. As soon as you stepped on the floor, you lost. That's what you don't know. When y'all was pounding your chest and talking that smack, y'all lost because we got King James and AD. Who y'all got? A flop fest animal and Russell Westbrook? Stop it. You got the Pringles guy as your head coach. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? You're full of yourself, Houston Rocket fans. Don't flatter yourself. You're not on our level. You're more on the Clippers level. Y'all would have been a perfect matchup for the Clippers. Not for us, baby. Get big. How about that? My man Ozzy said, how do you feel about LeBron, Rondo, and Caruso on the floor at the same time? I like it. Coach played with different combinations, and it played off. Man, it paid off tonight. And that's what I want to see. I don't want to see the same stagnant BS. Like, I don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that against Flop Nation. What I want to see is us come out here and use all of our tools at our disposal. That's it. That's it. That's all I want to see. Oh, yeah, bring the Rocket fans, man. I told them to come on live game one because I knew we were going to bounce back today. And I'm glad they coming on so I could smack them a little bit, man. He said the Rockets are in our pockets. That's a good one. I might throw that in one of my verses. He said, hey, appreciate your donation, brother, even though you didn't comment. I appreciate you, man. Salute. He said, Dan, talk about Danny Green. Well, Danny Green has been better this series. I'll tell you that. He's been knocking down timely shots. He does miss sometimes, and sometimes I feel like he's flat-footed, meaning, they'll blow right by him, and now we're scrambling. We got to prevent that as much as possible. But Danny's been a lot better. We have to give him credit. We can't just hate on the man just because, he's been easy to be a scapegoat all season long. We have to cheer our players on, man. Let's show them some love and support. Let's show them that, hey, when you play well, just like Rondo, we're going to show you love. So I want to see that trending. I want to see Rondo trending on Twitter. Show him some love, guys, because let's be real. A lot of Laker fans have been hating on Rondo. I just feel like we've been jumping periodically from scapegoat to scapegoat. We started off with Kuzma in the beginning because he started off slow. Remember, he was coming off of an ankle injury. Started off slow. People started slandering him. I had to defend him. And then we went to slandering Rondo. I had to defend him. Then, they went to slandering now Danny Green. Now we got to defend our players, man, because at the end of the day, there are our players and they're beloved by Laker Nation as long as they perform well and do what they got to do. Now, obviously, my man Danny Green has struggled probably more consistently throughout the year, right? So, just because of that, though, don't mean we're not cheering for you, Danny Green. We love you, bro. If you're watching this video, we're rooting for you and we want you to do good, man. Straight up. We love all our players. I told you guys we got to love our players. He said, you forgot about KCP playing like trash at the start of the season. That's what I'm saying. And even him, I defended him. Yeah, I slandered him a little bit for fun. Why not jump in there with the whole drop the soap bit and all that, No disrespect to my man. I was just joking. All in all, it's all love, man. And it's tough love, right? New York fans and Laker fans have one thing in common. We hand out a lot of tough love, but it's still love. Even those people critiquing, I'm pretty sure it's still love. Houston Hot Pockets, I like that, Priscilla. All right, let's keep it rolling. We coming with the puns. I love it. How about the Houston Floppers? How about that? Something like that, something that kind of fits their MO. They cry a lot too, by the way. My goodness. It's really ridiculous to see the Rockets crying for 48 minutes. Like, really, y'all didn't get the call, move on. Move on. And we really didn't get the calls, and we didn't even cry as much as y'all did. My man said LeBron's fourth quarter defense, 28 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks, and a dagger. Man, LeBron is king. And we knew he was saving it for the playoffs. We knew it, man. We knew it. And I got to say, man, LeBron James, eesh, we are witnesses. For those of you Laker fans that wasn't on board, you ain't on board now. You're not a Laker fan. Straight up. We don't want you on board anymore. Like, for those of you that said, hey, all of you people that said, hey, the Lakers, I'm not going to watch him for whatever reason. They're too much into politics. Y'all ain't real Laker fans. Real Laker fans cannot stop watching the Lakers, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Real Laker fans, we can't. We can't. I don't care if it's the bubble. I don't care if they play in my backyard. We're going to watch the Lakers. We're going to stick by our team forever. Anybody that's not with us right now shouldn't be with us at the parade, straight up. And for those that were slandering the Lakers after game one, you're in for a rude awakening. I literally had Laker fans question. I had a block one that got annoying. He was questioning why I felt. He basically said we were going to get swept, and then after that he said, "Can I disagree with you?" It's like, sure, you can disagree with me, just don't annoy me because I will block you straight up. But that's really annoying. Like, don't flip flop, man. One game, it's only one game. But he said, "What's your opinion on Danny Green slander?" Look, man, if it's coming from a good place, I call it constructive criticism. I'm okay with that. As long as we're not calling him trash and going on his. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you don't go on his page and destroy the cat, it's so hard to sneak in a joke or two at nobody's expense. But if you're going on his page and just flooding his comment section, like, come on, guys, let's get a life. Let's not do that. I know we're passionate. I know we want to see instant improvement, but life doesn't work like that, man. We actually have to help him get his psyche up. Remember, he said it best. They're in the bubble. They're in there. All they can see is the comment sections and stuff like that. Some people might think that's soft, whatever, but look, at the end of the day, we're Laker fans. We're here to uplift, not to bring down. My man said it's a team game. Everyone did great today. Same as when we lose, everyone messes up. Absolutely, bro. And that's the spirit. I never try to blame one person. Sometimes I do get more particularly mad at one person, like I did at Frank Vogel last game with the poor rotations, and at this game for the poor rotations again. But getting mad at somebody is different than, slandering them and blaming them for everything. I said on my Twitter today, I was like, look, if we lose, free throws have definitely something to do with it. Like, that's definitely something we got to work on. We keep missing a lot of free throws while other teams aren't going to miss their free throws. So we got to make sure we get the free ones for sure. That makes a difference. My man said Danny Green 3 for 5 from 3 and was a huge momentum. Again, if he shows up, if Rondo shows up, if our veterans show up, we know LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Kuz, we know what they're going to bring. But if everybody else shows up, man, it's over. We too deep, too much star power. Just LeBron and AD by themselves is just amazing. And by the way, they've been killing, man. They've been killing us, fouling us all the time. How many hacks did they not get away with? And again, James Harden, if he even gets the ball ripped away, if his beard hair just moves a little bit, it's a foul. And if you look at him dirty, it could be a flagrant foul. Like, that's how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? So I call him Ref Soften because there's nothing hard about his game. And he's definitely not a James because James are great. Look, ask LeBron, right? So I call him Ref Soften. That's his new name, guys. New nickname alert. Ref Soften. He said the CIA should investigate those refs. Honestly, like, I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. He said, what do you think of this lineup? Rondo, Danny, LeBron James, Keith, and AD. I like it. I think that should definitely be considered a star lineup. Like I was saying earlier, that's one of the lineups that was the most effective on the floor together. So if you're a coach, you have to, for sure, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do your research. You have to make sure that you come out prepared with the proper lineups and the proper rotations. And please, Frank Vogel, game 3, if LeBron, Rondo, Kuz, whoever's hot, don't sub them out the next timeout. Please leave them out there till they run out of juice. That's what we got to do, man. He said, bro, we went small with the Lakers basically, and it worked out better. What do you think? Yeah, I mean, it worked out today. I still like to see us using our size advantage. Anytime we have AD, it's a size advantage, period. Even Kyle Kuzma was in there boarding, man, telling players to get big. He was like, get big. He was out there. But what I'm saying is, we shouldn't conform to them. Like, I don't want to see LeBron at center because that would be playing small ball. As long as we got AD, he's the biggest big on the floor, and he's the most skilled one. I still want to see us go down low to him. I still think he's settling too much for mid-range. Like, I think he should have 50 tonight versus the Rockets, but he got 35 because he settled for mid-range shots. And so what that does is it lets them just be off the hook and have their legs under him for the three-point shots. We don't want that, man. We want to make sure we subtract all of that straight up. If y'all feel like AD is settling for too many jumpers? Let me know in the comment section or smash the like button, something, man. I want to know who agrees with me because at the end of the day, I just feel like, the Lakers could play a lot smarter. I go look at my tweets, man. They weren't happy today. I was pissed off. Why? Because I felt like we came out extremely soft and we matched their soft energy and to start the game. And it showed in the third quarter eventually. That softness kind of came and settled in. And we basically got baited into a 3-point shooting contest. We can't do that. We cannot do that. We can't settle for jumpers when we got AD in the paint. We got LeBron, the bully. We got all these cats, man. So, yeah, next game, Frank Vogel, please, if these guys get hot, don't sub them out. He said, AD not soft. TF you talking about? Exactly. No, he's definitely not soft. I mean, if AD's soft, the whole league is soft because AD is as tough as they come. Just because he's getting fouled and they're not getting called don't mean he's soft. He said, DTLF, we are always wasting our challenge on horrible calls from the trash refs. Actually, I think the chat, yeah, you're right. Well, that's on the refs. So, I mean, there's so many bad calls. You can pick and choose when you want to drop your challenge flag, right? But I thought the call that last game, Frank Vogel didn't drop his challenge at all. And this game, I think it was the perfect time because it changed momentum. Think about this. Russell Westbrook was going to the free throw line, and instead we challenged it, and Rondo went to the free throw line. That was like a 4-point swing or 3-point swing or something because Rondo missed one. But you see what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Like, if you throw it at the right time, you could actually, regain momentum. That's what Frank did tonight just with that call. But I'm not going to give him too much credit because, again, I didn't like his rotations during certain parts of the game. And I think sometimes he waits too long to call the timeout. Like, if you're up 16 and they make a 4-0 run, we should call a timeout. I don't want to see 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 10-0. I don't want to see him right back in the game before we have the timeout. My man Ozzy, he said Harden is horrible to watch. I told you guys, man. I told you guys, prepare, buckle down, because this is going to be some horrific brand of basketball we're going to be watching for the next couple games. So I can't wait to get out of this series just to get back to regular basketball again. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to get back to just skill set basketball, not flopping basketball, not somewhere where you rely on the refs and you have to put up with their trash calls. Like, I just want to get back to regular. I forgot what that looks like. It's been too many games that we've been watching Harden. Like, I don't know. I'm a little nauseous just from watching them. He said, Dan, Flipper fans on Twitter saying the Lakers only won because Morris made all those threes. Straight up haters. People will always say whatever they want to say. Look, Flipper fans are mad because they lost. And they was cheering hardcore like cheerleaders on the sideline, hoping that the Lakers lost to make their day, just like when the Nuggets won, it made our day. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? 7-game series, the real best team 9 times out of 10 will win the series. So I have super faith that the Lakers are going to come out on top. Even when they made that run, trust me, my brother was texting me. He was upset. And I was talking to him. I was like, hey, man, don't worry about it. We got this. We got this. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I was upset too. Don't get me wrong. I was very upset with the effort we came out in the third quarter. This is a bad habit I've been talking to you guys about throughout the bubble and even way back in the regular season. The Lakers squander away leads because they take their foot off the gas. We got to stop doing that. We got 2 killers like LeBron and AD. We got to put teams away. But again, a lot of it was on the substitution patterns today. He said, DTLF, are we starting Keith on game 3? I doubt it. Again, coach has been very stubborn. The only way I can see a lineup change is if JaVale McGee is injured, and hopefully not, because JaVale McGee is a good dude. We never want to see our guy getting injured. Nobody getting injured, really. I saw some dudes on Twitter happy that JaVale got injured just because he was playing bad. I'm like, that's pretty trashy. We're classy fans. Let's keep it that way, fam. He said LeBron should take a little more post-up fadeaways. This series, he barely doing it, but he's efficient because I think he should do it more. Nah, I don't want him to fade away. I want him to post in, drop step, and dunk on a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want him to do. I don't want him to fade away, bro. I think we have more than enough fadeaways coming from AD. Ozzy, my guy, he said, what do you think the game plan for game 3 is going to be? Well, I'll tell you what it should be. I'll tell you what the game plan should be. Force him to shoot mid-range jump shots. Yeah, I said it. Mid-range jump shots. Why? Because if you know anything about the Houston Rockets, they hate the mid-range jumper. The only one that loves it is Russell Westbrook, and even he's streaky. So I think you have a way better chance of blowing them out if you just run them off of the 3-point line, and instead of having the other secondary defender rotate over to guard, the guy who's at the free throw line or whatever, Let's have him stay in the corner with that little hooker over there, TJ, whatever his name is. TJ Hooker is what I'm gonna call him because he loves those corner threes. Let's have him stay with the hooker in the corner and make sure he don't get no threes. How about that? You want the mid-range shot? Go ahead. Have it. Off the dribble, drifting forward, whatever, have it. But you're not going to have wide open threes anymore. That would be my game plan defensively. Offensively, keep grinding, man. Keep slowing down the pace unless we have a fast break and just post them up and just wear them down. Look, AD started up tough. He got the first couple of fouls on TJ Hooker. That's his new name, guys. I renamed the guy because he acts like one. He got his first couple of fouls on him because he was aggressive. And as a result, now he can't be hacking and getting away with those fouls because he knows that if he gets called for it, he's in foul trouble and the game's over. So that's all I'm saying. Like, we got to keep doing that. Defensively, as I was watching the game, I was like, man, we keep running to the mid-range shooters. That's where we want them. We want them shooting semi-contested mid-range jump shots. We definitely don't want them shooting wide open three-point shots. So if I'm looking at film, that's what I'm telling coach. That's what I'm telling my players if I'm coach. It's an off topic, but today, ABC, Michael Cooper said he was a closet Clipper fan. Broke my heart. Man, that's tough to hear, man. That's unfortunate when you lose good ones, you know what I'm saying? But we don't want him back, though. So hopefully he stays over there even when they lose. I don't want to see him at the parade, none of that. Michael Cooper, I love him as a Laker, but if you're a Clipper fan, stay on that side, bro. Stay on that side. He said, Dan, every time PJ is on AD in the post, AD fades away. I want to see AD take it inside. He's got 6 on him. He's got 6 inches on him. That's a great point. I want to see him drop step because, unfortunately, with this flopping Rocket team, you can't just back them down and impose your will. They're going to flop and the officials are going to, they're going to reward these mother suckers, man. Nah, I don't want that. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cuss, but they piss me off. Just thinking about it makes me angry. Jackson, appreciate you, bro. He said, Anthony plus Westbrook plus James flops a lot equals worst basketball to ever watch. Exactly, man. I've never seen such a soft brand of basketball in my life. And never did I think that you would be able to equate Russell Westbrook and softness in the same, building together. Like, even Russell went soft, man. Honestly, this is some horrible. Nina Sanchez said, my eyes hurt watching Harden and the Rockets play. OMG, cringed every time. I feel you, girl, 100%. We all were like, my head hurts just from watching the Rockets play. It's horrible, but hopefully we come out of here in 5 and 6 games, and then we could finally get back to regular basketball, regular scheduled programming. Enough with the soap opera over here. These guys are super dramatic, and it gets to the point where I wish we were in the 90s and somebody would really level them out. Like, I miss Metta World Peace. Every time I see James Harden flop, I miss Metta World Peace. Y'all remember that legendary chicken wing when he pounded his chest and he said, there's a reason Metta did that, man. He felt our anger ahead of time. He's like a time traveler, you know what I'm saying? Like, he felt we was going to hate James Harden, so he was like, let me do one solid for Laker Nation. So every time that I get mad at James Harden, I have that gift waiting and ready for me, and it calms me down. It's like my woo-saw moment. I go back and I watch that. I watch him do this. I'm like, damn, I feel good now. Thank you, Metta World Peace. Forever we are in your debt because you did what all the Laker Nation wants to do to James Harden. Straight up. So what happened to Dwight Howard? Well, coach made an adjustment. And for that, I will give him props because Dwight Howard was atrocious game 1. Now, this does 2 things. One, it sends a message to Dwight Howard. You must be better. You must play smarter or you won't see the floor. And 2, we got the dub. So it's a win-win-win-win. He said, what about the best defense of all time? Flippers that destroyed yesterday. I mean, I'm not surprised. Are you guys surprised? I'm definitely not surprised. I've been telling you guys all season that the Clippers are overrated. And I've been telling you guys that the Denver Nuggets are underrated. Now, the Denver Nuggets have to prepare because we all know that Doc Rivers teams are extremely dirty. And they're going to come out trying to injure Jamal or Jokic or one of their stars. So they have to come out ready to be tough and continue playing well. That's all. If they were really tired game 1, and I knew it, and people were on here talking about, they're going to get swept. You don't know basketball. If you're a prisoner of the moment and you thought, A, the Lakers are going to get swept after game 1, or B, the Nuggets are going to get swept, you don't know basketball. It's that simple. So, I have receipts. I have plenty of receipts of people that was talking smack, and the ones that were not polite, I expose them, and the ones that are polite, I don't have to expose them. They know who they are. Straight up. I feel like the Celtics have been doing good enough that the NBA has decided to try to make it Lakers-Celtics finals for your ratings and narrative. What do you think? Nah, Jose, if you've been watching the NBA, the Lakers never get help to the finals. Never, ever. If anything, they're probably trying to make it Celtics Clippers. But bottom line is, even the Celtics are in for a fight. I've been telling you about the Toronto Raptors as well. They're a dark horse to come out. People don't believe it because they don't have Kwaki. They don't have whatever his name is. I'm disrespecting all the people I've disliked tonight. That's just the energy I have. But y'all know who I'm talking about. They don't have Mr. Personality-less. And so at the end of the day, people, they look at their team in the surface and they don't see a championship contender. And I'm not saying they're a championship contender, but all I'm saying is that Toronto has what it takes to come out of the East. They could be a dark horse team just to come out of the East. Now, obviously, Miami looks like a favorite right now, but that could change. Playoffs are very filled with momentum. So we got to make sure the Lakers grab the bull by the horns and we take off, because if not, we could be in for a longer series than we need to be. He said, Dan, playoff Markieff is a thing now. He was looking like Steph Curry tonight. Glad the Lakers got the win. And again, that's definitely props to my man Rob Pelinka, because he went out there and he got the best Marcus brother, the one that's not dirty, the one that didn't cost him any players. Just like I told you guys, we shouldn't trade Kuz. We should add without subtracting. Well, it looks like Pelinka's watching the channel because he did exactly that. No, I'm just saying. I'm just playing. I'm tooting my horn at this point. But at the end of the day, look, Rob Pelinka has been great. He added the pieces. Now it's up to Frank Vogel to use them properly. That's all. That's all. And I think tonight was a big illumination on what players deserve more minutes. I'm telling you guys, man, playoff Rondo's a real thing. For those of you new NBA fans that haven't been watching Rondo for a long time, this man is a dog, man. They say we don't have a dog. Rondo is a dog. Markieff is a dog. LeBron's a dog. AD's a dog. We got plenty. Even Kuz is showing that fight. He's showing it. Forget about Jason Kidd. Don't forget about Jason Kidd is back. Yes, we got another good coach on the sideline. Of course, our coaching staff is solid, man. But we need Frank to be better, though. Straight up. What do you think of the Raptors and the Celtics series? It's fun, man. I can't wait to see if the Raptors can win again tomorrow. I'm rooting for the Raptors. Obviously, I never want to see the Celtics advance. We're already starting to hear those annoying, Jason Tatum, like Kobe comparisons. Like, stop it. He's more like Paul Pierce than Tatum. I'm not saying he's Paul Pierce. He's obviously going to be better. He's shown more potential. But what I'm saying, he's closer to Paul Pierce than he is to Kobe Bryant. People they disrespect Kobe his whole career. If you're comparing Jason Tatum to Kobe, then you're comparing him to Jordan and LeBron. So just cut it off. He's not that great. He's still young. He has a lot of potential, but he's not that great. So I really want them to get eliminated early. That way, all the fake praise from the Jalen Roses of the world and the Skip Baylesses just disintegrates. He said, I may be a Clipper fan, but I have a huge amount of respect for you, Dan, and all the Laker fans in the chat. Wow. Again, every once in a while, you'll get a respectful Clipper fan. So, again, I reciprocate my respect to you, man. Although I feel like you should be a Laker fan because that's the real team in LA. No disrespect. But I appreciate that. Ban Vani? Vani? There's somebody named Vani? What kind of name is that, by the way? Hold up. Let me see. Vani. Oh, no, I'm not gonna ban Vani. You know what? They at least are being respectful. My bad. I always talk smack when somebody talks crap. I thought it was somebody else. I didn't even read your name. Ernestine Morales said, DTLF, I want to keep Keith for next season on the team-friendly deal. I was very happy with the additions. Now, I'm shocked that J.R. Smith hasn't played. I think he can knock down several shots. He's definitely an asset for us, for sure. So I was shocked that he's not playing. Man, I'm sweating like crazy over here, guys. It's hot. He said, what do you think is better, Kobe or LeBron? Skill-wise, Kobe. Dominance as far as inside the paint and passing, probably LeBron. LeBron has like a more well-rounded game. But if I want a killer, a fourth-quarter closer, if I'm looking for somebody who's clutch and somebody that just, has loved my heart for life, like he has earned my love for life. That's what I meant. My bad. I misquoted that. Kobe. Kobe's my guy. Y'all know what's up. But LeBron is not far behind and may eventually overtake him if he continues winning championships. Straight up. And I love me some Kobe. I'll never slander him, though, man. That's my guy. Dan, are you discouraged that it looks so much, that it took so much effort for us to win? The Rockets' shot just wasn't falling, but their offense seemed more fluid. Now, their shot was falling. If anything, it took full effort from them, and they still lost. And we still self-destructed in that third quarter. I'm actually encouraged because I know we can, we can eventually turn that off. All the mistakes, we're going to turn up all the sliders, and we're going to take over. you saw a glimpse of what the Lakers could be in the first half. That's the same energy we have to come out for the rest of the series. Dominance. They cannot be on our level. Straight up. LeBron said it best last series. We're just different. We're different. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he said, we stopped doubling Harden and they stopped making open threes. Well, you know what, man? It's not about the double. I think what they did, they take him out of rhythm. They take him out of rhythm and they make sure he doesn't catch a rhythm, even though the officials do the opposite. They put him in there. They put him in there in the free throw line and he starts catching a rhythm, starts making all these extra shots. We did a good job defensively on Harden tonight. It was, like I said, we got to stop running off the mid-range shooters. Let them shoot the mid-range shot. They love their threes. They hate mid-range. Mike D'Antoni will probably get mad if they hit like 50 mid-range shots. You know what I'm saying? Mike D'Antoni is that guy. Like, he's an idiot. He doesn't like high percentage buckets. He wants them to get hot and shoot like they did tonight. But look, you live by a three, you die by it. They lost. They hit, like 43s, and they still lost. So that just shows you that his coaching style has never been it. Offensively, yes, he's a good coach because he gives them the green light and they can shoot. It's basically like a guard's dream or whatever. But that's more of a stat padding brand of basketball, to be honest with you. Like, even Jeremy Lin looked good for the Houston Rockets. Not saying he wasn't, not for the Rockets, I'm saying for the New York Knicks. Not saying he wasn't a good player, but he wasn't as good as that Mike D'Antoni system made him look like a star. Linsanity and all that. I don't know. All I'm saying is, look, they don't play defense. And even though they've been playing better defense this year, I think this ghost defense. I think if the Lakers can just get past that first line of defense, the first little barrier, all the little midgets in the front court, then I think it's going to be, barbecue chicken alert. And I think the Lakers are still figuring that out. Like I told you guys, the first couple of games are the hardest because everything's like a puzzle. You don't know what type of schemes they're going to run at you. You don't know how you're going to attack them. I even noticed LeBron and AD second guessing themselves when they have PJ Tucker on them facing up. So I want them to read and react and go and just let the game come to them. And eventually they're going to start dominating in the paint. My dog said long breaks are bad for LeBron. Maybe so, but there's no excuses, man. We're in the playoffs. We're in the second round. We got to come out here and just dominate. And he said, I hate LeBron disrespect just because some people deride him. Doesn't mean you have to hate the player. Deride him? Who's hating on LeBron? Ain't nobody in this channel hating on LeBron. Laker fans, nah, we're not hating on LeBron. We hating on James Harden. You see the comment below? That's what we hating on. You must be talking about the wrong James, bro. He said Rockets went like 60% from three, and we're getting to the stripe at will, and they really not a lot you can do but great win. Well, there is a lot we can do. We can stop giving up the three, running them off the three-point line, and forcing them to shoot contested mid-range shots. That's the best course of action. We got to stop switching on everything. You can't – if you have Russell Westbrook, running off the three-point line and he beat your first defender, your primary, and you have somebody waiting for him at the rim, we'll live with that little stupid mid-range, steroid-filled shot. Let him have it. Let him have that shot. It's probably going to rim out. He's got too much momentum going forward. All them steroids are going to kick back. Nah. You know what I'm saying? What I'm not going to do, though, is have a third person run from the corner, leave their, TJ Hooker open, and you know what I'm saying? So we're not going to have that happen. So that's what we got to do. He said, Rondo is a true floor general. New nickname, the Admiral. Sorry, David Robinson. Oh, man. No, we're not going to give him that type of nickname just yet. But he is playoff Rondo. That's always been his nickname because he always tends to turn up in the playoffs. He's a different animal. He's a different beast, man. And we definitely couldn't lose in them Kobe jerseys. By the way, weren't those the most beautiful jerseys in the NBA? I feel like the Lakers should wear those more often because, it's great, man. He said, who's spamming? Yeah, nobody spam. Next one who spams is going to get blocked straight up. Don't spam, guys. Everybody's trying to get their comment in here. I don't have 8 eyeballs. I can't read everybody's comment. If you really need to get your comment read, like really bad, then drop a $1 donation, man. Drop a quarter donation. I'll make sure and show my respect to everybody who donates, no matter whose comments I'm reading. He said, stop disrespecting Westbrook. He's cool. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of his. I'm not disrespecting him. He's talented. But let's be real, man. The dude just not a winner. Straight up. He's not. Is his name really Hooker? That's the new name I gave him, bro. PJ Hooker. Because he loves them corners. He said they won the second game with the Kobe's in the first round as well. It's because there's a different pride that just comes. There's a sense of pride that should come over your team when you're rocking those jerseys, man. You got, GG right here. You got the heart, and then you got the beautiful Mamba jerseys, man. You gotta love it. Robert Covington needs a new nickname. How about Small Fry? We're gonna give him like midget. All of them are gonna have like midget nicknames since they want to go small. So we got Humpty Dumpty over there with Eric Gordon. We got Small Fry with Robert Covington, PJ Hooker in the corner. We got James. Oh no, what was his name? I forgot already. I completely forgot. I said James is for greatness, so that can't be it. Did I call him Ref Soften? Yeah, because he ain't hard and he ain't a James. Because people with the name James are gonna be great. So straight up, Ref Soften. That's his nickname. Who else we missing, man? Give me some names. Why is JaVale still starting? I don't know. Or maybe we can get a better name for James Harden. If y'all got some suggestions, I'm definitely in a good mood to read some, man. Westbrook, yep, that is definitely signed, sealed, and delivered. Especially since he wanted to disrespect my Lakers and say Paul George isn't coming over there. I mean, he did predict it, but I didn't like his energy. So, yep, that's Westbrook right there, a.k.a. steroids. He said, House Junior? How about Apartment Junior? Yeah, he's more like an apartment, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't that reliable. He can get kicked out at any moment. So, Apartment, man. That's his name, APT. He said, you could have Harden, you could get a pardon, or you could get a garden. That's funny. But he definitely ain't Space Jam Jordan, I'll tell you that. He said, Lakers in 5, Shannon Sharp. That was funny by Shannon. I remember that. My name is James. Does that mean I'm great, bro? Absolutely. You're a lot greater than James Harden, I'll tell you that. As long as you don't flop like my boy over there, man. A.k.a. steroids. He said, Eric Gordo. That's Humpty Dumpty, bro. I didn't give him that nickname. I think Blake Griffin, who I met in person, is actually a cool dude. Blake Griffin, what do you call him? It wasn't Humpty Dumpty. Wasn't it Dopey? That's his nickname, man. I'm not taking away a nickname that a superstar gave him. That's Dopey. Yup, Dopey. Eric Gordon is Dopey. My man said, I hate them letting Harden get away with those push-offs, flops, and travels. He said, Dan, you're funny. Hey, you know what's funny? People have told me I should be a stand-up comedian. I don't pursue it, man, because I just like talking to you guys and stuff like that, man. But I don't know. I like to crack jokes on people when I'm in a good mood. Dan, I like your sense of humor. Appreciate you, boss. Appreciate you. He said, Eric Gordon reminds me of a penguin. Man, again, that's dopey, man. Y'all never seen Snow White? He looked just like him. Don't touch Harden because you won't get a pardon. Y'all coming with the little fire little rhymes. Humpty Dumpty. That was me. That was my nickname for him. He said, look like Alex Lyon comment and says, fear the flopper. Look, guys, ain't nobody afraid of him. DTLF, Eric Gordon is Hobbit. I like that one. The Hobbit? Definitely. Man, there's so many different type of nicknames we can give this team. But the ugliest team in the NBA by far is the Clippers, man. Straight up. If you want to talk about an ugly team, my goodness. Don't get me started on the Clippers. Straight up. What y'all got for the Clippers, man? I'm trying to hear some Clipper jokes. Seriously, I'm trying to hear some Clipper jokes. Hit me with the Clipper jokes right now. I'm in the mood. He said Westbrook won the first game for Houston. Clippers are trash. Magic City Clip. Oh, by the way, Magic City tweeted at me because I was making fun of the Clippers in one game. I said, for every free throw Lou Williams hits, they're giving away a free wing. And they were like, that'd be too good of a deal. Austin Rivers' nickname. Austin Rivers, man. The coach's son. That's what I know him as. I know him as the coach's son. He didn't earn his keep. Even though he was legit in college. I'm not going to cap on here. Lemon Pepper Lou, yep. That's the one. Wasn't that the one they gave him on First Take? No, not First Take. What's the name of that show on Fox? Dan, do you think the Nuggets are deeper than the Clippers? Absolutely. Been saying it all year. No, the nickname I gave the Clippers right before the playoffs was the San Diego Strippers. That's just a nickname that fits them straight up. They love the strip club. They post it over there all the time. Undisputed. Thank you, guys. You guys always remind me. I forget names. I'm not good with names, guys. Never have. I've made friendships at work, and I forget their names, and I feel bad. I'll be like, what up, bro? I call them bro their whole life. They'll never even notice because I'm bad with names. Unless, like, I'm really close to you. Like, shout out to my boy Lonnie or, any of my friends that I'm really close with. I'll never forget, but I don't know. There's something about random people's names on this, or just even like sports shows and stuff like that. Doc Stripper. You really said Doc Stripper, bro? Come on now. Doc Rivers. I mean, I call him a dirty river, man, because he's just a bad coach, straight up. He's like a dirty river, man. It's filthy. You don't even want to touch that thing. You guys ever been to the river and that thing is dirty? That's Doc for you, man. Ref Soften. Yep, that's the nickname right there. That's it. Ref Soften. He said, just stay Skip and Shannon. LOL. Shout out to the Clippers. Lakers in 5. Clippers aren't consistent. Dan, do you think we'll be in the playoffs next year? I know we will. We'll be right there. Because the Lakers, if you look at the history, anytime that we start that little run, all of a sudden, we're a dynasty. So that's what I'm hoping for this time. Doc Rivers sounds like he swallowed a weed whacker, man. I'm going to try my best Doc Rivers impression. I don't need to put my hand over my mouth to do this one. Let's see, Doc Rivers. I don't even want to try it, man. That thing is too, I might hurt my throat. Yeah, Doc Rivers is tough, man. Doc Rivers, I don't know. He sounds like somebody who caught a cold for like a week and they can't speak properly. It's crazy. Sometimes I'd be wondering if he's losing his voice or that's just really his natural voice. It's crazy. Doc Rivers. Patricia Beverly, I like that. He's more like a Chihuahua, man. I call him Skid Row because that man looks like a bomb. Patrick Beverly, Skid Row in the flesh. I'd be like, who let this man out? Who else we got? Paul George, man. It's 2 rated R. It's 2 rated R. For PG-13 is more like rated G, man. He's childish. Kawhi Leonard, the Claw, that's not a good nickname for him. The Claw's like for like a villain, somebody with personality. He got no personality, right? What would be a good nickname? We need one for Kawhi Leonard because I think Paul George already has one, right? Pandemic P is perfect. Paul George, what should we call Kawhi, though? Kawhi. Give me a good nickname for Kawhi, guys. Give me a good nickname for Kawhi. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to hear some Kawhi Robot. I like that. Kawhi Stoneface. He said, Quiet. Oh, that's a good one. Quiet. Absolutely. Robot Kawhi. Kawining? That's good, man. He said the Flaw personality. Claw Robot. Cry. Kawhi is Brunt. He said Markieff did good tonight. Absolutely. Markieff was sensational. Kawak. Somebody said Kawhi. I like Kawhi. I mean, technically he is. That's what he is in a nutshell. He's quiet. Stoneface Kawhi. I don't know. Stoneface just sounds kind of hard, though. He's not a hard player. I wouldn't give him like a hard nickname. Lemon Pepper Lou. Come for wings, stay for the thighs. That was funny. I was dying when he said it. Patrick Beverly looks like every homeless crackhead in front of 7-Eleven. Patrick Beverly is tough to look at. I'm telling you, man. He's got to be one of the ugliest people that ever played in the NBA. Straight up. No cap. He said, Charmaine say Kobe. Rockets play soft like Charmaine, says Kobe. Patrick Beverly looks like a stink manure from the Boondocks. Oh, man. That's tough. No, but straight up, though, I go for the Nuggets. I really hope the Nuggets pull this off. I think Jokic had a way better showing game 2. Man, y'all funny tonight. I'm going to let y'all go, though, man, because I have to go to the store in a bit, man. But let's get one more Kawhi joke in here, man. Let's get one more Kawhi joke. I need to hear a good one just to put me to bed. Kawkward? That is funny, guys. He said Kawkward? Kalonely? That's hilarious. Kawkward. I like that one. Never heard that one before. That's clever, bro. Mad props, Rolling. He said PG-13 more like G. Yeah, he's rated G. He's definitely not, he's not PG-13. If he would have came to the Lakers, it would have been rated R. That would have been dope. But I'm glad we didn't get him. He's a bum. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for me. He said, Dan, don't be arrogant. They stole game 1. We technically lost home court. Not really, man. I'm gonna be arrogant because all the other fans always are arrogant. I'm tired of being humble versus these weak ass fans. I'm gonna be arrogant. That's the energy they want to show me. That's the energy I'm gonna show them. You get what you deserve, straight up. You know, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm normally way more classy than this. I'm way more respectful for those of you that are new to the channel. It's just that, man, those fan bases, those two. Now the Rockets have joined the Clipper fan base tonight, but the disrespectful things they said about Kobe, I won't forgive them anytime soon. So I'm gonna be real disrespectful, man. So Kawawkward, that's the one for tonight, man. That's hilarious. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, though. Don't forget to smash that like button. I'll catch you guys right here for pregame, or if anything breaks or anything like that, you know, you guys, you got me. If the Denver Nuggets win again tomorrow and I'm free, then I might just come on for a little bit with you guys. But thank you guys so much, man. Appreciate y'all. Have a great night, fam. Bless up.